Hello, my soul family. How are you all? Hope you all are doing great. So, today I'm here to give you the review of a series which is available on Netflix called Fate The Wings Saga. So, this series was amazing. I recently completed watching this series, although I have started watching this so many months back, but I yesterday only I watched the last episode of season 2, and this series, let me tell you, this was amazing series. And the what this series is all about is it is all about fairies who go to a university called Alfea. Okay, so they go to Alfea and they try to master the superpowers they have. They try to control their powers and they try to learn how to use their own powers, right? So they do all these things. The principal of this Alfea, they she teaches all these fairies and also the all the divine feminines, you can call them as divine feminines. So they the principal teaches all these fairies to master their emotions and to use their emotions to generate the power, to learn about the power and how they can how their emotions can influence their powers. Okay, the principal teaches these fairies all these things, and also there'll be boys in the school. They are like warriors. They are like soldiers and warriors. They always ready for the battle, and they do all these things to win over the burned out. The burned out means the dark forces in this series are called as burned outs. So they teach these girls and these boys to fight against this burned out who wants to destroy the other worlds. So this is the concept of this whole series, and based on this only the whole series is built, and it will be very amazing. Okay, so and also there'll be two principals in the series. One principal, she always works for light, and other principal, she behaves as if she works for light, but she's actually she works for the dark forces. And that principal, she appears as a good person, but she later the heroine, called the main lead in the movie called Bloom, she figures out that the other principal, the second principal, she kills the first principal, and also she wants to take the role of a principal, and she helps the dark forces, and she wants all the powers in the world. She wants all the fairy powers, so that she can become more powerful, and she can rule the whole Alfea, right? So that is the concept of this series. And the main lead in this series called Bloom, what happens with her is she's actually a fairy, but she comes to a she somehow the fairies and the for her divine mother who will be there, and her divine fairy mother, she wants to keep her safe. So what her divine fairy mother does is she her divine fairy mother, when this Bloom will be a very small kid, she leaves this baby into a normal human family, and she leaves her there and she goes away, and the Bloom is brought up by a normal human parents until she becomes a youngster. She doesn't know that she's a fairy, and then suddenly so many things in her life keeps telling her, she so many things in her life keeps giving her clues, and also there'll be so many things, so many weird things will always happen with her right from her childhood. Okay, then she'll slowly understand that she is not normal, she is something more than normal, right? So she understands all these things, and then she comes to Alfea to learn about herself, and she learns about her original parents, and she also learns that her the parents whom she was with all her life are not her real parents, and she is something more than a normal human. She also identifies herself as a changeling. Changeling means the person who comes from the other worlds, right? So she discovers so many things about herself, and she also becomes a very beautiful and a very powerful fairy in the end. She becomes a dragon flame. Okay, so all these things were shown in this series, and I think the main part which I liked in the series is they use their emotions to do the magic. They concentrate, they focus on their emotions, they bring their emotions to balance to do the magic. If the emotions are out of balance, then their magic will also go out of balance. That is what is the main thing about the movie is about, and that is what the Bloom tries to learn. So she learns to control her emotions. She learns to bring her emotions back to control, she learns to balance herself so that she can perform a balanced magic. Okay, so that's how she wins over the dark forces. That's how she wins over the Bhashma Shakti, called as burnt outs in the series. So this series is very interesting and very amazing, and if you want to watch and if you are interested, you can watch this series on the Netflix. Okay, it is available on the Netflix. And also Bloom has her other fairy friends also, and they also have different powers. Every fairy have different powers. Like there'll be a mind fairy, Bloom is a fire fairy, and she's a dragon flame also, and she's a fire fairy also. Another fairy is a nature fairy, another fairy is a water fairy. So they, all these girls also have boyfriends who are soldiers and who fight for different, who always fight the battles. And the main lead, Bloom, and her boyfriend also have so many childhood traumas, and he had to go through a lot. And his father betrays him, and his father doesn't take care of him, and he also had so many inner child wounds, and Bloom also have so many inner child wounds. Bloom doesn't get along with other normal, human friends, and she always feels alone, she always feels lonely, she always feels uncomfortable, and she always feels like there's nobody here in our family who can understand her. So all these things will be running in this series, and I think it totally matches divine masculine and how divine masculine and divine feminine will be. So this series was interesting. Hope you like this video, and if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel for more such interesting content. Thank you so much.